Any other questions for me? I've got an investigation to run, and of course, there's always the low-level crime you find in towns like this.
No, of course. Just one last thing. You mentioned you'd come down here for the specific case with the hazards.
Yeah.
But then you said you've been here for 15 years.
No, I came down here for work. Sorry, a misunderstanding.
Very well.
He came down here for the job.
Yeah, I came down here to become the sheriff. Chief of the local constabulary.
My apologies.
Yeah.
I've got one more question, I'm afraid. Your prime... Well, we've heard, you haven't mentioned, that your prime suspect is the notorious accursed cat burglar.
Oh, yes. It seems to fit his MO. High value... I mean, we get the bulletins, of course. High value target. Only thing stolen is what the entire contents of the safe. So, and no other evidence. Apparently he's very clean.
Does he often operate in this area?
Be the first time, as far as I know, but it just... we don't get many criminals in here, and the safe is a very good one, from what I can see.
Okay.
It would be completely out of the league of any of the locals, so it's got to be somebody from out of town.
In fairness, it is unusual for rare jewels to cluster together. Often one would have to travel extensive distances in order to break into places like that.
Well, no, I understand that. I just wondered if his last job had been, maybe 100 miles from here.
I don't know where his last job. It was a good distance from here.
All right.
He seems to be making a tour of the East Coast.
Is there any pattern to where he hits?
No, only that they're very high value targets with some sort of history to them. As far as I know, the hazard pearls have been linked to the decline of the family. Apparently, it all started going wrong for the family when those pearls arrived, or some stupid local legend like that. Whatever it is, he seems to target jewellery that has a history to it, and the pearls are right up his street. So that's another reason he's a prime suspect.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for your time. I think that's all the questions we have.
If you find any more or need any other help, feel free to contact me.
We will. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Right. Back on the sunny streets.
Okay, I'd actually like to check in with the local reporter, see if he's investigated anything about the crime.
Okay, while you're doing that, I would like to head to the cemetery and see if there's a family tomb, mausoleum, anything like that.
Yeah. Okay, so should we do the newspaper first?
Oh, I'll be aware as well that if you click notes, Serpentis and Sage Natel have helpfully put some on. If you feel anything's noteworthy, add them in.
Yeah, this is the sort of thing where we're going to want to take notes, I figured, so I've put up anything that seemed relevant.
Yeah. And if you do that, make sure you tick the public notes section so everyone can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you mentioned there was a historical society as well, Gray.
Yep.
I might go there and see if there's any noticeable correlation of misfortune, sort of about the time the pearls are picked up for the family.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
going to go
that's
to the Historical Society as well. See if they have records or if they have an old cantankerous keeper who might know something about it.
So no, it's the living records.
I will take the crime scene.
I'll join you at the crime scene once I've done the Historical Society.
Yeah, shall we stay in town for now rather than sending everyone up to the...
Alright, okay.
Footwork
In which
first.
case, I was going to say I'll head for a bar, but Prohibition era.
Yeah.
So,
You'll head to the suspiciously big coffee bar.
Yeah.
Which
I will
only
head
has
to the local speakeasy.
Yeah, the suspiciously big cellar under the coffee bar might be your sort of thing, I wager.
The
I'll
coffee
have
bar
my
itself
coffee
is tiny, but
Irish.
lots more people go in and out.
Irish coffee, Russian coffee.
Someone come and get me when you guys have done all your nerd stuff.
Yeah, we'll tape you to the car if we have to.
Okay. So we'll hit the newspapers first. So the reporter's sitting there. It's quite a small building. He's rapidly typing up what he's done. So, is there any? So, how are you going to question him?
Hello, good sir. I'm in town with an insurance investigation about the hazards, the crime that just happened there, and I was wondering if you had any hot data you could share with us.
Ooh. Flips open his notebook almost immediately. So you're hearing for the insurance brokers. So you're assuming that there's some form of crime here? Are they fiddling the books, or is it an inside job? Is it?
We're just conducting a proper investigation. Eliminating possibilities. That's all. I'm more curious about what you know. I just rolled into town. I don't know anything.
Oh, it's It seems to be that they were broken into last night. The pearls have been stolen. I mean, no one's seen them around for a while, but everyone knows they're up there. Police haven't really given me much information yet, and the hazards won't talk to me. But then again, they don't really talk to anyone. So I'm just going to write up what the basic report is, and I'll put a better story out when I have some information. I'd be willing to pay for any information you can give me.
Oh, certainly. I'll stop by on the way out of town. I'm a bit curious, though. It's odd for such a high society family to be so isolated.
They were a high society, but, they've been slipping for many a year. Probably the last 50, 60 years, they've almost completely isolated themselves. There's lots of gossip going around, of course. Most of it I'm not allowed to print, annoyingly. But, stuff like no one's seen, some of the family for a while. And there never seem to be much in the way of marriages going on. But there's always new children. So there's all sorts of scandalous talk of inbreeding. Of course, some people say they're just getting married, on the quiet and not making a big thing of it. But, I'd rather write the juicy stuff.
How very odd. Well, anything else you can tell me? Anything interesting going on in town?
Not really. We've got an affair going on between the mayor and his secretary. Apart from that, it's all pretty local stuff, which I'm pretty sure won't interest someone like you.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to drop by on the way out. Good day, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll head off to join him in the speakeasy.
Why does all my groups end up drinking? What does this say about me?
No comment.
Yeah. Okay, so the Historical Society is next, is it?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're looking for sort of the guy who runs the place, the crusty old keeper, or accounts of the family from however far back.
You meet the lady who's currently got it open. It's a local thing, so it's staffed by volunteers. But she's friendly, like seeing out-of-towners who are interested in the local town. And we'll happily let you rifle through the documents on display. And some of the ones in the back room. I mean, she's always interested to help. So she can't question you about the, what you're doing here and all of that. Just local nosy, but...
Yeah, well, we sort of, we happily tell her we're here to look into the hazards, but I don't think we need to really... Well, it's true, we're here to look into the hazards and sort of make sure nothing's too amiss.
Okay.
And, it's personal interest in the pearls. Speaking of, history check.
Actually, that's going to be a library use roll, because this place isn't fantastically well organised.
Yeah, I got this.
Good, because I don't. Alright,
see.
I'll give it a try anyway. Oh. Apparently I do.
90%? I didn't think you could go that high, so I didn't check that. Oh well.
67 out of 90. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
Was that just
I don't know
something
if
else
that's
I
right.
heard? Isn't there a maximum starting skills, or is that just a house rule?
No, there's not a maximum starting skills, and I
Okay.
actually only have 65. So you actually. Yeah, let me fix that.
Yeah, I mistyped. Okay.
But on the other hand, if you've got 75, you're still passed anyway.
Well, no, I got 65, unfortunately.
Oh, so Jeffrey pulls it out where Nathan can't.
Yeah.
Jeffrey knows nothing of libraries.
Apparently he knows enough to find something. So,
I've seen enough disorganised crime scenes to know how to find the thing you're looking for in a pile of crap, I'd put it that way. practical knowledge.
Alright, I'm just trying
In
to get
fairness,
this to
there's a difference between trying to find it using like some sort of Dewey Decimal System and just going for the boot with the shiniest cover.
That's probably what I was doing. Just going for the shiny and got lucky. Oh, hello.
So this is
Oh.
something of interest that you notice. So,
Mistress Mercy Stanton.
1865.
It's a bit... It's, what, 100 years or so after they got the pearls?
Mhm.
Most sad for the hazards, 3 children lost in a very short period of time. Refusing any outside help. Very rude coffin bearer.
Oh,
That's nothing new. Trust me, I've seen coffin bearers who've put fireworks in coffins before. Apparently something funny about the coffin, but then again he was a drunken lout. Having said that, apparently there were more than children in the coffin. According to the pallbearer at least, although he was talking after the event, quite drunk and having been fired.
So that's-
Why would he be so insistent about that?
Right. Okay. It's a bit there. So I'll leave that up, and you can have a read through that at your leisure. So-
Yeah, sorry, I was just reading aloud.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It kind of helps with people because I'm not quite sure how readable this is going to be on the video.
Does
so-
it cut off on
easier
the
to
right
zoom
side for
out.
you guys too?
It does, but what you can do is you can use the little bottom right button to drag it along.
I got you.
So, do you want to carry on looking?
Well, I don't know, Nathan, we've found one good thing so far. Might as well keep on checking.
Let's dig deeper. I'm interested in
Oh,
any information we can find on the family's business histories, perhaps. Yeah, got it.
Okay. 1 second. Why won't it let me stretch that out? Oh well. So, a bit more searching finds you this, which is an older document, quite crumbly.
oh,
The diary of one Naylor Tom, Boatwright, February 1759.
It was a dark and stormy day.
dark and stormy night. Oh dear.
Yeah, apparently he'd been reading a bit too much horror. Although I don't know if that was a cliche in the 1750s. So saw a random man walking around.
with foreign accent.
Followed by Indians.
Well, what was he doing off near Wichita? Can we take these documents away from society, or is this sort of temporarily only? I assure the lady.
Temporary only, but I'll leave them up for you.
Okay,
So-
fantastic. Yeah, we'll just. I imagine we'll need these for later.
If you
reference.
if you right click, you can minimise with the exclamation mark.
Oh yeah.
So that way you can keep them up and hide them off somewhere. I'm not expecting you to remember all this.
Good. I mean, like a fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got any other ideas as to what we could be doing here then, Nathan? Because I think we're pretty much tapped out for library work. And that's pretty
Well,
much
like I
my
said, if we can't find anything here, I'm interested. Perhaps the town hall or the hall of records might have some information on the family. Like I said, I want to know who we're dealing with before we start dealing with them.
Not a bad idea, actually. May as well head there quickly. Because if I know the other four members of our group, they're probably off at the speakeasy by now. This place has got to have one.
Okay. And was the last place the graveyard?
Yeah.
So, Mystic Church and Cemetery, it's a small church, relatively old.
Okay, the stones. Start looking at what's any sign of the family.
You, after looking around for a while, you find a crypt that's locked away, far end of the cemetery. That seems to have the Hazard name across it, but there's no other gravestones for them, so you assume that all the family's been interred in the crypt.
No sign of any 4th century or anything.
No, it looks like it hasn't been opened in years.
I continue looking to see if they've got any disgraced family members buried there, like not.
Okay, make me a spot hidden roll. I'm just someone typing furiously. No, you can't see anything.
Right.
Shall I give it a go?
Yeah, can do.
Okay, spot hidden 25. Ah, damn it.
No.
Okay.
So, can't see anything apart from the crypt.
Nobody's broken it. Nothing's lying around there. Nobody's.
No, nothing seems to be a disturb. It's quite a well maintained little cemetery.
Well, in that case, I think I'm gonna head back into town.
Right.
Sorry, is there anyone else about?
Oh yeah,
Or-
you can see that the priest is working over. He's doing some of the maintenance.
Oh, right.
So.
Yeah, let's go talk to him.
Yep.
How can I help you, my son?
We're here to investigate the recent disappearance of the Hazard family's pearls.
The wind suddenly gets up.
That was funky.
Terrible gales off near the coast.
Yeah. Oh, you're working with for the police or somebody more private?
Please, yes.
How can I help? I'm afraid I know nothing of it, but I'll answer any questions you have.
Do you see the Hazard family in church often?
They come in, a couple of the members come here occasionally. They're not regular churchgoers, unfortunately. I've tried, but they prefer to keep themselves to themselves.
Have they visited the crypt lately at all?
No, I don't think we've opened the crypt here since the twins' family died. The parents both died.
When was that?
Soon after their birth, so 15, 18 years.
Okay.
They do seem. There's a lot of them in the crypt. I don't think they have that much time to be sentimental. The twins never knew their parents, so they don't seem to feel the need to visit.
Father, you obviously see a lot of the town every week. What's the general opinion of the Hazard family?
They're not well liked, to be honest. Not because they're like nasty or evil people. They seem to think they're aloof from everybody else. They just seem to think that they're better, and people don't like the fact they don't contribute to the community. I mean, we have several fine events every year here, but you never see them. Occasionally, the twins will turn up for one of the parties or something like that, but never for the bake sales or the craft fairs or anything like that.
Was it always that way with the Hazards?
As far as I know, yes. I've been here 15, 20 years.
There was nothing that caused them to suddenly become
No. Local gossip saying the family's been going bad for years, but that's local gossip. And, they always like to think the worst, the rich people in town.
Fair enough.
Do you have access to the crypt yourself at all?
I do, but I wouldn't let you in.
Ah,
I'm sorry, it's a personal place for people's bodies.
okay.
Anything else I can help you with?
That's all that I've got to ask for now.
No, I can't think of anything either. So
No. So you leave
Cool.
the priest and the caretaker alone? Sorry. I didn't mention the caretaker. Yeah, just him and the caretaker working in the grounds.
hmm.
No, that's it for now, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah. Sorry, was that in character or not? I assume not, because he's not
I
there.
assume that's sorting out the wind problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bluster coast.
All right, so we go and drag these two out of the speakeasy if we're all done with our travels.
To
I
get
I was
the
just
character,
making the acquaintance of loose women.
You can save the loose women for when you can actually pay
Woman.
them.
It's a small town, it's a loose woman.
as your lawyer, I would
Oh,
recommend
a very
perhaps
loose woman.
we do not try to acquaint ourselves with the loose women immediately. Perhaps let's do our job first, and then when you've got the money, the loose women.
So while you're in the speakeasy, what have you been doing? Just drinking, or
I have also been conducting conversations vital to the investigation.
basically you've been digging up the local gossip?
The bottom
Yeah,
of the beer bottle does not count as a witness.
No, but the drunken sods in the speakeasy at this time of day do.
I'll give you that.
Okay, would it be fast talk just to integrate myself with the locals and find out if any of them have any hazard-related gossip?
Yep.
Ace to that.
Excellent. Yeah, you get quite a bit of information.
Is any of it useful?
Yes and no. You get the kind of the standard local myths. You know, the fact that they think there's massive inbreeding going up there, and the family's cursed, and has been ever since the pearls arrived. And that gets them onto like how the curse is spilled out into the town, and you know the disappearances that occurred. You know, and other random stuff. Make me a luck roll.
Give me a second. Sorry, I'm typing. Why have you always got to test my luck?
Oh, because you keep going into lucky situations. No,
Nope.
no, that's all you find out.
Right, so all I found out is that there are disappearances.
Yeah, 2 sets of disappearances. One in the early 1820s and one in the early 1890s. The hazards were involved. Everyone thinks the hazards were involved in some way because they were, you know, very. They seemed to be very upset that the disappearances were going on, and they were, you know, one of the leading parts of the search party, trying to find out these people. But in the end, none of the disappeared people were ever found.
Were they like what sort? Are we talking missing children, missing adults? Was it the local
a wide
drunks
range.
disappearing, or was it?
It seemed to have no random. It's pretty random, they think. Yeah, this is quite ancient story, so a lot of the people just working off what they were told.
Right, Norris. Thank you very much.
Okay, you
Right.
prize them out the speakeasy.
Yep, we drag Bernard and Co. out of there if we must.
No, don't make us lose.
I was just having a nice tea. That's all.
I'll be back
Strongest
for you, ladies.
Strongest tea I've ever smelled.
Okay, so you're back in the street.
Well, one of us is face down in the street, but I imagine that's not quite the same thing.
No,
I
I'm
have
pretty
been
sure it's
conducting vital investigative methods.
the
Really?
drugs always talk.
Yeah.
Lovecraft used that several times himself, anyway.
See,
We're
I
not
am staying
exactly-
true to the methodology and ideas of the source material. Now let me take a slip out of my hip flask.
Oh dear. Okay. I think we've pretty much tapped out the town. Should we head up to the crime scene?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Also, I love Sage's notes on the investigation. Die horribly, go insane. To do.
See, you don't know anything horrible's happening. This is a normal investigation to you.
Well, I don't know.
Bullshit.
I was going to say, it's all very well and good to say that, but we've already had one person writing Aya Aya Cthulhu for Taggart into their own personal notes.
Nope, same guy.
Yep, it was actually, yeah. I strongly suspect Sage of being a loony.
Okay, so you drive up to the house. I'm not sure how big that's going to appear for you.
Well, it's still loading for me, so.
Yeah.
Probably too
Nope,
big
never
then.
It's okay, we can zoom out.
Yeah.
If you zoomed out all the way, actually, it's a respectable size.
Dear.
So that's what the house looks like.
Not a bad place at all, is it?
That's not intimidating in the least.
It's also on a bluff overlooking the sea. So nice. It's
So are we
daylight.
talking like steep cliffs to the sea and all that?
Well, fairly steep cliffs. There's at least 2 steep cliffs.
So it's not possible that like the cat burglar could have just rolled away afterwards.
There are ways down to the beach, so you'd have to investigate.
Right. First thing I'll do is have a look at the point of entry.
I'm going with them.
Yep, same here.
Okay.
Yep.
Pretty important part.
So you're wandering over to. You've been given a rough map of the place. 1 second.
Sorry, can someone tell me how to zoom out on the
Middle mouse wheel.
don't have
There's
it.
also a magnifying glass in the top right.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to. It's not doing anything.
You're also very, very faint right now.
I am.
No, whoever was asking for the magnifying glass.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. So
I'm presuming the interior's been greyed out deliberately.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm using the mask. It's a fancy function.
That thing us peons have to pay for.
So, you've been told roughly where the. As you walk around the house, a older gentleman comes out to greet you. He looks like this. Hello, can I help you, gentlemen?
I presume this is Prime?
Yes, I'm Prime Hazard.
Nathan
Yeah.
Dixon, pleased to meet you. My card.
Oh, you're from the insurance agency. Of
Yes, sir.
course, I should have known. Yes, so glad you got here so quickly. We really want to get this solved. I mean, not only is it the case of the pearls missing, but the documents were just priceless to our family. I'm sure you're going to be able to help us find out. The police do their best, but we really need specialists for things like this.
Absolutely. What exactly did the documents entail?
Oh, they were like old diaries and stuff, priceless heirlooms of our past. But they've been in the family for generations, and we just can't bear to lose them.
No, absolutely. I understand. That's we'll do our very best to see if we could find them for you.
Excellent. Do you want to come in the house, or are you wanting to look around out here?
If possible, I would like to look around out here and have a look at the point of entry.
Yeah, I'll join you with that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
You do.
go in.
Would it be possible to make a listen check as well to see if I can ascertain the sincerity of what he just said?
That would be a psychology roll.
Oh, I may as well make it.
Natural 5.
Psychology. Let me see.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nailed it.
Oh,
I hope you remember. If everyone remembered to tick their skills, I don't know if it's important, but yeah.
no, I have. Yeah, no, just okay. So we have a miracle from Alistair.
We've got an impale.
I have
And
keen
also
insight.
from Nathan as well.
Oh, all right. I'll roll on a 5. What could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit.
Yeah. But, yeah. Alistair, whose picture seems to have changed since I last looked at it.
He's a beautiful man.
Yeah. He seems to be quite honest with you, and he comes across as kind of quite a upstanding gentleman. I mean, he's dressed in immaculate clothes, clean shaven. I mean, the clothes are old and they've obviously been patched quite a few times, but it's been done carefully. So it's not like he's just sewn big patches on it. Whoever's tried to repair them has done so in the best possible way. He's wearing a black waistcoat, black overcoat and white shirt. So he gives you a trusting old gentleman. He looks to be in his early 80s.